What good advice do you think is actually bad advice? Don't give up on your dreams. Sometimes your dreams are stupid. I'm sick of following my dreams. I'm just going to ask them where they're going, and hook up with them later. Mitch Hedberg. Never change who you are. It's often uttered to slash by those who are belligerent and ignorant to other ideas and opinions, purely because it is who they are. It also closes the door to self-improvement, introspective thought and mindfulness of others. Also, if you are an asshole, it is not a free pass. Eat everything that is on your plate. Sometimes your body doesn't need that much food. But try telling that to an Italian mom. What, you don't love Nana anymore? Eat your fucking meatball. What, you are on drugs now? Is that why you are not eating? In a country obsessed with self-defense, we tell school kids that if they ignore their bullies, they will go away and stop bothering them. As soon as you get married, every married couple who has been together a month longer than you have suddenly has tons of advice for you. Love means never having to say you're sorry. No, you're going to apologize a lot when in a relationship, so are they. It's about working through it, figuring out the problem and being better for the person you love. Never go to bed angry. No, go to bed. You're probably only fighting because you're tired. Go to bed, snuggle, have angry sex, whatever. Unless it's a life or death situation, there isn't a whole lot you're arguing about that can't wait until tomorrow. And here I am giving advice like I know anything. Hypocrite. For what it's worth, I assumed don't go to bed angry had more to do with not going to bed with an unacknowledged grievance. It would put the emphasis on pen communication, not feeling good. Live like you're dying. If I did that every day, I might actually have died already. I hate this saying so much. I hate hearing it in songs. I hate seeing it on television. I have cancer, so I'm intimately familiar with it. Living like you're dying, or the notion of bucket lists, just ignores the fact that most sick people have A, medical bills, B, illnesses that probably keep them in the hospital, and C, families who would rather like to see them instead of having them sail a boat around the world. Life just doesn't work like a song. And if you're not dying, then you're just ignoring responsibilities like jobs or not racking up huge amounts of debt. Responsible people don't spend their lives blowing every minute on fun. Edit, I'm no longer a Reddit gold virgin. Thanks. And for everyone commenting, no, I'm not a Grinch. Yes, I know the saying is about living life to its fullest. But it gets frustrating to consistently see the media representation of that being if you haven't climbed a mountain you haven't lived. And everything about bucket lists ever. Don't worry about normal, there is no normal, just be yourself. I'm autistic and everyone will tell me that. It's all bullshit, because they think that autism is mildly cute quirkiness, not an actual issue. They don't know the whole issues, and that if I actually stopped trying, I'd not be able to function in regular society, because I'd be unable to talk to people, and you only talk to me because I try. Username checks out. Thanks, I try, the humor helps me cope. Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. Okay, that may be true, but you also may never be paid. Which is important to some of us, because your field is not hiring. Relax, lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Actually, it does. Video games taught me that if you're encountering enemies, you're going in the right direction. Or you're an asshole and you are making those enemies because you're an asshole. Video games taught me that if you suddenly get new resources, you shouldn't waste them, because you're about to get your ass kicked. Greater than money can't buy happiness. 99% of the time, it can. A better way of putting the phrase is money can't prevent sadness. It's not necessarily advice, but everything happens for a reason, or this is just part of God/life/the universe's plan are the most commonly said and least helpful forms of condolence ever. Some people find it so hard to simply say this sucks. I am really sorry you have to experience it. I wish you didn't. Sometimes the simple acknowledgement of the truth is what's most helpful. And maybe add, I care about you, or is there anything I can do to help you, or to make things a little easier for you right now? Be yourself. What if you're a creepy fucker? Seriously, sometimes you're terrible and should be someone else. Someone better. Ootl on the Batman and Aru comments. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Tell that to my best friend who is now quadriplegic. Just ignore them. Hell no, I can stick up for myself, thank you very much. Edit, I am talking about people who constantly bully you, push you around and make your life a living hell. If it's something small then yeah, I'd just ignore it. We woo zero tolerance police. You get 1 day suspension for defending yourself. Edit woo my inbox. Also, always tell the truth. I found as an adult that lying is at times necessary. Upsetting the status quo with brutal honesty can be a bad idea. It is a bit of an art, I think, but there are definitely times to skirt the truth. Edit, for many of those who have commented, I don't know if you noticed, but I wasn't saying lie all the time. I specifically said that it is at times necessary, meaning not always, and that you don't have to lie, you can also skirt the truth. For example, if a guy/girl can't deal with you at your worst, they don't deserve you at your best. No. Sometimes you might just be acting shitty. R/relationships. Any advice given is terrible. Divorce your lawyer, hit the wife, and call a gym. Don't go to bed angry. Sometimes you just need to cool off first and talk about it later when it's not so heated. Things can be said in the heat of the moment that can't be unsaid. The cool-off period can help a lot. Obviously different things work for different relationships. Don't vote for presidents angry. FTFY. Don't vote in a referendum angry. Separate from the EU. Everything will be fine. If you're in your 20s or early 30s, quit your job and travel. I really hate advice in general, it grossly underestimates context. You can hear two completely opposing pieces of advice, both of which are considered good, and yet people from both ends of the spectrum, both following the complete different advice from the other, find their way to success. Just keep a keen eye and adapt to your current situation, that's as good advice as any. TL, Doctor, all advice is bad in the right context. Good things come to those who wait. Nope, hustle and work your ass off for what you want. I never took this phrase as saying to sit back and wait for things to be handed to you. I thought it was saying to be patient and your hard work/efforts will pay off. Nothing happens overnight. Be yourself. I much prefer fake it long enough and you might find yourself on accident. Follow your passion. Tell that to 99% of the acting community who wants to be in movies/TV. My mother gave me some relationship advice once. Men are like jobs, don't leave one until you have another one lined up. I think I was 16 when I realized what horrible advice that was. Let him down easy. No, don't let us down easy, spell it out and let us know exactly where we stand. We can be idiots when it comes to reading women. If it's over forever with immediate effect, then say so. Greater than winners never quit. Being exceptional at one thing means quitting most everything else in order to focus on the one thing. You can be anything you want to be. And NBSP. I think the better advice is, if you work hard and power through all the obstacles that will undoubtedly be in your way, then you can be anything you want to be. You can probably be most things if you try hard enough. Go to college. A lot of people should go to college, but a lot of people should go to a trade school or apprentice or just start working. Telling a pregnant woman or new mum to sleep when baby sleeps doesn't ever work. Ignoring cleaning is impossible. Then it all piles up and you've a ton to do. Especially useless when it's a mother of newborn and other kids, or twin/multiple mother. And while you're expecting, sleep now while you still can. Oh sure, I'll just deposit the hours I sleep into the sleep bank to keep for when I need them, dumbass. Man up and marry the girl if you get her pregnant. For the first many years of that kid's life he or she won't know his/her mommy and daddy are any different from the others. Legally shackling yourself to a person that you are not sure you want to spend the rest of your life with is idiotic. Having a kid does not change that, and it certainly doesn't improve the chances of the relationship being a success. Edit: too many people are misreading the comment or only reading the first sentence. I don't need to be lectured on the importance of having a dad in the picture. You are preaching to the choir. I am saying that a baby does not know that his/her mommy and daddy are not husband and wife. A couple who have an accident should do everything to try and stay together for the sake of their child. However, raising a happy, healthy child does not require two people to be married. Don't fucking get a girl pregnant then you dip. Nobody likes a tattletale. This is an excellent way to have your children keep serious problems to themselves. Kids aren't equipped to distinguish the differences between reporting a problem and spreading gossip. It's all news to them when they're young. Let them tell you everything and don't criticize them for it, and teach them what to do in each unique situation. Throwing a dumb blanket statement out in response just causes conflict in their minds, and that can develop into a serious problem down the line. A story from my family. My cousin told her daughters nobody likes a tattletale when the younger sister brought to her mother's attention her older sister's misbehavior. Then their house burned down. No one was hurt, but they lost their house and all their belongings. When the cause was discovered to have been the older sister playing with matches, and the younger sister knew, her parents asked her, "Why didn't you tell us what your sister was doing?" Her response: "You told me not to tattletale. If you ignore the bullies they will stop bothering you." Lies. Follow your passion and the money will follow. No, it doesn't. Boys will be boys. No. Hold everyone accountable for their shit. If you want to do well in life, go to college. Every person I know, with one or two exceptions, who went right into a trade is happier and making more money than the vast majority of those I know who went to college. Including myself. Edit: people please. We all understand that this is circumstantial evidence. I don't need to know everyone's careers. That student loans are good debt. I cannot PFFFT enough. Practice makes perfect. No. Practice makes permanent. If you practice it wrong, you will do it wrong. Always be honest. Oftentimes lying is good and necessary. Follow your heart. Fuck that. Your heart is irrational. Worst advice to give a child: sticks and stones can break my bones but names can never hurt me, is absolute bullshit. Verbal abuse is far more common than physical abuse and can be very harmful to a child's mental health. Fight for your love. If they really loved you there wouldn't be any battle for them. Movies constantly have this plot but it's stupid. Dance like no one's watching. No. I will not do that. Just be yourself. This is actually great advice. But some people read it as never change. I think the point is to focus more on who you want to be, and what will make you happy, rather than to base your identity on your idea of what other people want you to be. Especially in terms of relationships, constantly changing who you are in order to attract a certain type of person is exhausting and doomed to failure. You are going to be much happier being true to yourself and actually attracting someone who likes you for who you are. I mean, my God, are you just going to play some role for the rest of your life just because it makes someone else happy? The caveat is that you have to look really hard at the sort of person you want to be. Are you actually doing all that you want to do, and being all you want to be? Or are you just cowering in your room playing video games being afraid of the world? Hold the door. You only live once. Yeah, so don't act like a reckless idiot. No regrets. I know what they really mean is don't dwell on the past, But having regret over something means that you learned from it. It's the good part about making mistakes. Don't worry, there is someone for everyone. Or it'll happen eventually, or 90+% of all advice given to single people. Yay. No. Some people are too unattractive / creepy / emotionally crippled / otherwise unfortunate to make finding a partner likely. Often, the golden rule is misinterpreted, IMO, and ends up being bad advice. Misinterpretation: treat other people the way you want to be treated. Better interpretation: find out how others want to be treated and treat them that way. That's not a misinterpretation, you're just reinterpreting it. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Flat out says, treat other people as you'd want to be treated. Do you want people to treat you like an asshole? Then don't treat others like assholes. Liked what you saw? Hit like, subscribe and the bell icon for more crazy Reddit content.